Thank you, Daniela. You're all welcome to our We Grow, We Eat Youth for Soil Solutions Showcase, the first ever Youth for Soil Working Group Showcase. All of you are welcome. Please introduce yourselves in the chat and also join us at menti.com and answer the few questions that we have for today. It's simply asking, think of it as 2015, it's 10 years ago. What do you think you would do about soil health? And the second question is, it's 10 years from now, it's 2035. What have you done for soil health? So please go to menti.com and just put in your response over there. Daniela is putting it in the chat. Daniela is putting the links to the menti.com in the chat. But you're most welcome. Introduce yourself in the chat as well, your name, where you're joining us from, and you can also share why you're here, interact, ask questions in the chat. Hi, Jancy.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi. Were you saying something?
For instance, I think not, but we are waiting the time exactly. Because I was talking about the times. You see, when you share the link, most of you, they see that it's 4. And for those who are in the Central Africa and West Africa, they can think that it's 4 p.m. But they forget that it's 4 GMT. Yeah, that is maybe this one can be also issue for them.
Oh, okay, that's understood. It's 4 p.m. East African time. We have some participants. Yeah. You're welcome. Please introduce yourselves in the chat. Then you also go to menti.com and answer the questions that we have for today. Danny, could we have the menti.com code? Hi, Satanik. You're most welcome. So that's our code on menti.com. And let's all go there and answer the questions that we have for today's Youth for Soil Solutions Showcase. It's the first ever Soil Solutions Showcase by the youth at CASH, and I hope that all of you are going to enjoy it. Hi. Everybody that's joining, you're most welcome. Hi, Paula Fernandez. Hi, Prince Aruna. Hi, Esther. Piston Kayembe, you're welcome. Benny Yangia, how are you? So quickly join us at menti.com and use the code 4884425. Then answer the questions that we have for today's meeting. Do we have any responses so far, Danny?
Yeah, I cannot check because I'm sharing my screen, but we will be sharing the results as a follow-up. Just engage throughout the whole session. This will be very interactive. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to share on the chat. Our speakers today have amazing presentations and projects to share with you. So maybe we can kick off the session to keep on time, and then we'll be sharing the recording as well on our YouTube pages, and then as highlighting quotes. So let's make this fun and interactive. And thank you everyone for joining today.
Thank you, Daniela. To just kick us off, I'm going to ask Joyce. My name is Susanna. I'm a CASH coordination intern. I'm going to ask Joyce to set us off for today. Tell us more about what Youth for Soil is, and for those that are not yet in the Youth for Soil working group, we're going to hear from Joyce what we're all about and what we're doing together, what we can do better together in order for us to promote soil health as young people, use our energy for soil health. So Joyce, you can quickly.
Thank you, Susanna. Yeah, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So greetings to you all. My name is Joyce Wambui-Njuguna. I'm from Kenya, and I am a youth under the Youth for Soil Working Group. I work as a project coordinator in a youth NGO called Youth Your Foundation, and I'm also a farmer. And today I will just be giving a short brief overview of what the Youth for Soil Working Group is all about. So this is a program that is initiated under the Coalition of Action for Soil Health to highlight the crucial role that us youth play in soil health advocacy. This initiative promotes links between organizations and builds a network of youths, which the coalition supports through development of skills, through networking opportunities, and other activities like today's Soil Solution Showcase. The Youth for Soil initiative at its core acts as a mentorship program between youth groups or individuals and established professionals who act as the mentors. They provide guidance and they share their knowledge and experience with the mentees being the youths, and who from all the regions in the world who want to improve their skills of advocating for soil health. This initiative also aims to support us youth by providing us with funding opportunities for soil-related projects and further supporting us to attend international forums for soil health. I joined the Youth for Soil initiative to advocate for the importance of soil health and sustainability in my region, particularly now in the face of climate change, which has shown to be putting stress on our lands, our soils, our environment, and our food systems. I further joined to network with my peers and mentors to get opportunities to increase my visibility and to collaborate with different stakeholders in the soil health space. We are over 100 youths from different continents all over the world in this Youth for Soil working group, all brought together with the goal of improving soil health practices and policies in our individual capacities. I believe that this initiative acts as a call for youth to climate action. Therefore, I would really encourage those that are interested to join us. To sign up for this Youth for Soil working group, either as a mentee or as a mentor, you can see the link at the bottom of the slide that is being projected, or also if Susanna or Daniela could post the link on the chat, that would be of great help. On this website, you will find, in this website, you will find additional information on our overarching goal, on our objectives, our activities, and even success stories that some of the youths in the working group have implemented. Thank you for all the organizers and the mentors who have made this possible, and I look forward to an educative and an interactive session.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Thank you very much, Joyce, for setting the tone for today. That was very elaborate, and we hope that if you need to get more information, Paul has shared the link in the chat that you can follow to get more information about our working group. Thank you so much, Joyce, for such an elaborate explanation of what Youth for Soil is all about. We're going to watch our first soil solution for today, and it's in video format. A big round of applause to Joyce. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to have our first youth soil solution. It's in video format. Once Daniela gets it to work, we're going to play the video. But for now, I think we can skip the video and go to Jancy, who's going to share his soil solutions showcase. Jancy, you can unmute yourself, turn on your video so that we can see you, and then you can share your great BioCar initiative for soil health and sustainable agriculture. Jancy, please unmute yourself. If you're speaking, we can't hear you. Is Jancy there?
Okay, for my presentation, what I would like to do is I want to know exactly the picture. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you so much for this, for giving me the opportunity. Today, I'm going to present with all youth here about Bauschar Initiative for Soil Health and Sustainable Agriculture in DRC. This project was implemented by AgroSmart Consulting, one of the national ONG in our country. And now I'm the end of this organization in the DRC. I'm soil scientist, also member of CASH. Next, please. We are going to cover these the different points. I think it's only 3. First one is I will introduce, and instead to say problem assessment, I think we will turn the challenge. And from introduction, as you know that soil degradation in Africa is a very big issue, and 6% of this soil is degraded. And the Republic Democratic of Congo also 4% of the soil or the land soil are degraded. And the main cause of this degradation is erosion, deforestation. As you know, electricity is a problem in our country. Most of the people use charcoal. This one makes degradation, also unsustainable practices in agriculture. Next. Next, please. Okay, we have a lot of challenges of soil degradation because most of our
Jancy, you're breaking. We're losing you.
The ferrosol, and those ferrosol is very sensitive. Can you hear me, please?
We're losing. We can't hear everything you're saying.
Until now, no, you can. Now you can.
Now
hear
we can hear you better. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And we have a lot of challenges where I said that in DRC about the sandy soil. And those sandy soil is very sensible in degradation, and most of them are in the South Kivu, and the second one is in DRC, and particularly in the Mongafula community. That one is one part of rural region in DRC. Erosion lead to the lost land, but also connected the less slide. Next, please. And we try to ask some question. What solutions should we bring in these both threats, human-led life and the food security? And we think that Bauchar initiatives and sustainable agriculture is part of the solution. And you see the black one in black here, this one is star, and we are going to show you the different action we put or implement in place in DRC in order to overcome this issue. Next, please. And here, this is the project this was supporting by the French embassy in DRC. The main was to put in place the different research initiative in order to raise towards the Montreal in the high school.
Jancy, we can't hear you.
About the issue of soil degradation, reforestation, but also how we can use sharp. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Jancy, maybe try taking off your video, so maybe it helps.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that might be better, and then go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I was talking about the different initiatives we try to implement in place in the Republic Democratic of Congo. The first one is the school newsletter to mobilize youth on land degradation. And this action was supported by the French embassy in the Republic Democratic of Congo, which we chose for high school, and we tried to raise our amount youth in the high school and about the issue of soil degradation, and we introduced to the sustainable solutions such as the reforestation and usually Bauchar. Next.
Jancy, please, you can share the other ones quickly so that we keep on time.
Okay, and during the different activities we implement on place, and you can see me with the youth on the ground, and we start by to let them do a little bit quick training, then we go about another activities, then we do that. We go next, please. Next. And those one are the different results we get, but in generally, I think 5,600 plant was planted with our organization. Next, please. Next. Okay, another activity we implemented, this one was supporting by Chief through the small grant program. We help farmers here.
Johnsy, we lost you there, but maybe you can share more of what's left during the Q&A session.
Youth and the women, how they can restore the labor manufacturing application. I'm going to end my presentation because next, please. Next.
Awesome work you're doing there. Those pictures look really good.
Yeah, this one, the different training we put in place, we implement with farmers. Next, please. I'm going to end by here. Okay, is this place? Oh, sorry. Can you come back, please? This one I will not talk. I'm going to end by here. Go back, please. Okay. In this place, you see, this is the big result we get on the ground. This map, the result we get. Ooh, no. No here. Can you go next? I'm going to end there. Okay. Oh. Okay, no problem. And in this project, what we get, this project help out to put in place the carbon map, the area of project we get, and we have the good result in terms of increase of yield on the different carbon crop. In terms of 53%, there is the most improvement of pH, organic matter, phosphorus, and also capacity changes in this environment. Thank you so much. I think I will conclude my presentation here.
Thank you so much, Jancy. That's awesome work you're doing. Very practical, very much on the ground. And a round of applause for Jancy. Let's give Jancy a round of applause and just encourage him and his team from the network to continue doing the great stuff that they're doing. If there are any mentors or mentees that would like to join hands with Jancy, please reach out. The email address is right at the end of the slide. It says jancintuka@gmail.com. Thank you very much, Jancy. A round of applause for Jancy. Thank you very much for showing us what you have been doing. We're quickly going to go to the next person that we'll be showcasing today, Cynthia Meli, who is from the Tuhifadhi Mchanga Initiative, and it's a soil conservation project. So Cynthia, you can unmute yourself and turn on your video and then share your presentation with us. Cynthia, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. But we can go to the next person, Daniela, if Cynthia is not ready. Thank you. Jose from the CBSD on the Agroecology and Restoration Project in DRC, completely youth-led. Another great thing that we're going to hear about today. Please unmute yourself, turn on your video, and then begin to make your presentation, Jose. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, all partners and the collaborators. Can you hear me?
Yes,
can you
loud
hear
and
me?
clear. Yes, we can. Those that have just joined us, please introduce yourselves in the chat.
Okay, thank you very much. So our project is Agroecology Project and the Restoration DRC. So with this project, the objective is about to restore the balance between tropical forest conservation and food sovereignty, but also human rights. And with the aim to reach by 2030 to increase local food sovereignty, improve ecological resilience to climate impact, and build community capacity in agroecological practice and improve political support for sustainable agriculture and biodiversity conservation as we are in the tropical forest. Next. Yeah, this project, we have many partners. We are working with Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa, CS Fund, Agroecology Fund, Portacus, and the other partner, as you see there, some of them we are under discussion, and the project will start maybe in April or May. So why did we join the Youth for Soil? For us, the agroecology is increasingly recognized as a science, but also practiced as and also as a movement. For us, it is very powerful to use the voice of youth at locally, regionally, and national level, to influence the policy change and the action. And our action could be linked to conservation of biodiversity, climate adaptation, and food system, sustainable food system. So what we need to support the solution linked to sustainable conservation of biodiversity, but also mapping connectivity of habitat, as we called ecological corridor for endemic species. And also we need to build capacity of young people for innovative approach on soil health, advocacy and lobbying, and the management linked to the securitization of the land of indigenous people and their rights. So the population of DRC is still young. It is for that it is useful for us and for our youth to build the restoration movement in the Congo Basin and the agroecology movement for sustainable food sovereignty, climate resilience, and conservation of biodiversity. So for us, the youth for soil is the key pillar for our project. For example, the project supporting Bati's farm, the project to support forest governance for climate resilience and conservation through the promotion of agroecology among indigenous people in the Kivu region. The aim of this project is to stop all forms of deforestation and support agroecology movement, and but by defending the right of small farmer and organizing local market. So the role of youth are for supporting governments for climate change, climate resilience, and the conservation through the agroecology movement among indigenous people. This aim, what we need is to promote farmers' seed system and the right and advocacy for agroecology transition, by doing awareness that supporting to leave the government from conventional agriculture to the agroecology, because conventional agriculture is destroying the land and the health condition of the land. So it is on that way our work is very important toward the achieving of global soil health that we share the common goal. We are the most effective way. What we need is engaging on the policy. So we need to engage the youth in empower youth via 3 pillars. The first pillar is advocacy pillar for influencing policy decision in favor of agroecology and the restoration at local and national level. The second pillar is capacity building pillar for the player involved from small scale and family farmers and those who are working in value chain. And the third pillar is about the setting up of agroecology and the restoration movement in our country. This is the key point we would like to share with you from our experience in Democratic Republic of Congo, with our partner. Thank you.
Merci, Jose. I hope I say that right. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presentation and the work that you're doing on agroecology with the Congo Basin Conservation Society. Bravo, 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 bravo. Well done on the great work that you're doing. And if there are any questions and the team, any suggestions on how they can go about this better, please, we can begin interacting in the chat before we get to our Q&A session. So thank you very much, Jose. A round of applause for Jose. Good job. We are going to move on to the next person that's going to present today, Upendra Busal from Hyper Nepal, all the way from Nepal. We don't know what time it is in Nepal, but Upendra, you can unmute yourself, turn on your video, and go ahead with presenting Project Vermicompost.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much, Susan, for giving me the floor. So I will be sharing the presentation. So if you give me an access or the cost so that I can present my presentation.
It's right. It's right on this presentation. I'm going to move the slides
Okay,
for
okay,
you.
okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. So, hello everyone. This is Upendra, and I am from Nepal, and currently graduated from Agriculture and Forest University with a specialization in the plant health, and also quite interested in the soil health. So today I am here to present my work, which is based on my university, and I have gathered some of the friends to initiative this initiative, and this is me. I'm currently working in a multiple organization into the different sector. Wiper Nepal for the transformation of the agri-food system, Food and Agriculture Institute for the policy level work, and Krishi Vines is a media partner that is prioriting the agriculture and the related research that are conducted in the Nepal. And Plant Health Think Tank is especially focused on the plant health, which is a part of plant pathology. So next slide. So yeah, talking about Wiper is an international movement, and I am from Nepal. I am in Wiper Nepal country representative, and Wiper basically operates in the different level. It's in local, regional, global, and its vision is for the transformation of the agricultural food system. And we had a member from 33,000 and extended over 65 different countries. Next one. Okay, so talking about our project, so basically it was conducted in the Agriculture and Forest University with the collection of the more than 50 different students from the undergraduate level. And our aim was to produce the organic farming compost that we are trying to distribute all over the area beyond our university area. So our main purpose is to create a perfect or the uniform farming approach so that we can distribute that in the respective market. And next slide. Okay, so what was our objective actually? So we see in our area, in the university area, most of the places are like so much waste. There is not the perfect management of the waste. So we think like, okay, that might be the idea which we can convert those waste into the valuable product, making some of the compost. And at the same time, we had the idea for the improvement of the soil health, which helps to improve the soil fertility by those farming compost. So we know how valuable is the farming compost and the earthworm that helps to enrich the soil fertility. And at the same time, this farming compost helps to promote some eco-friendly practices, which helps to reduce our reliance or the dependence on the chemical fertilizer, which is to promote the sustainable agriculture. And it's a kind of the intergeneration program because we had on some of the money from by selling the farming compost and also the earthworm. So it was one of the income generation process. And finally, the main aim of our this project farming compost is to support the organic agriculture and reduce the dependence on the chemical fertilizer. Next slide. Okay, so while going through our project, what we have got from that project, it takes us 3 to 4 months to get a final product. You can see in the first picture there is a earthworm, and behind that there is a the compost. It's a farming compost, and these are my friend. And at the third picture, you can see we have sell our product at the same time. So it's a good type of production, and we produced 100 kg of farming compost inside our university, and it was really wonderful, and we get a profit of 250 euro. It was a net profit excluding the price for the earthworm and also for the created waste material, and we distribute those into our university in different friend, and they also take on those vermicompost into their home and try for their agricultural product. So this was our nice like unique initiative to run some of the project in our university, and we would like to thank our university for giving us that platform to creating this unique idea. So that's from my side, and thank you so much for everyone for a wonderful time. Thank you.
Wow, that's a lot. I feel you're doing a whole lot. You're very busy, Upendra, and you're doing so much for young people. That's wonderful. Let's give Upendra a round of applause. Thank you very much for that beautiful presentation and the great work that you're doing in Nepal. And we hope that you can teach some of us how best we can do that, replicate that in our countries, because that's a great project that you're working on. So thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause to Upendra. And quickly, we are going to skip to some questions. Those that have questions, Phoebe is asking, is there a WhatsApp group here in Kenya for the Healthy Soils Champions? So we have one Global Youth for Soils WhatsApp group, and the link can be shared in the chat. But also, once you go to the website and sign up to be a member of the Youth for Soil Working Group, more information of how we can interact is going to be given to you, will be sent to your email. So Phoebe, you can just follow the link to indicate your interest in being a mentor or a mentee, and then we can just set you up from that end. So thank you very much. Is there any question to any of the presenters? Paula Fernandez is asking, what is Biocar? And I think that came from Jancy. Jancy, what is Biocar? Paula Fernandez would like to know what is Biocar. You can unmute yourself. The question is in the chat, but you can unmute yourself and then tell us what is Biocar.
Thank you so much. Biochar is the organic matter from, normally we make biochar from the crop residue, which one we burn, and it's very good organic matter, and it has a high content of carbon, organic. This one can help your soil in terms of biological activities, but also it have a high content of nitrogen and phosphorus. And normally, most of people do that like charcoal. Biochar is like charcoal, but the difference is that biochar is not burned totally. We make biochar by keeping a lot of carbon inside. Thank you.
I'm going to have a follow-up on that. So what do you use to make that?
Yeah, you know, thank you. You know, now we are working the circular economics. We are using crop residues, all crop residues from maize, coffee, and others. Coffee, we take all residues, then we make biochar.
What process do you use? Do you decompose it? Jancy? Jancy, are you still there?
To make biochar, Yes, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
I think I have a little bit issue with my connection. I can respond to chat.
Okay, you can tell us what you use and the process that you go through to make the biochar.
Thank you.
Then we have more soil health solutions that are on the website. Paul has just shared a link in the chat. Are there any more questions? If you have a question for any of the people that have presented so far, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Do we have any more questions at this point for those that have presented so far? Or we can quickly go to, we'll put
Susanna,
you on
there's
the
a
spot.
question. Yeah, there's a question for you, Pendra. Maybe Pendra, can you answer it and unmute yourself?
Upendra, there are questions for you in the chat. They're saying, is the soil in your area exposed to pesticides, herbicides, or other harmful chemicals? And if so, what are the main sources and their impact on health and the environment? And there is a second question. So there are about 3 questions for you, Upendra. 4 questions for you to be specific. Please unmute yourself.
I think your Pendra has dropped off. No, that's completely fine. Yeah, I think he has dropped off. But if anyone would like to share a bit more about the work that you're doing in Soul Health in your own locations, we want to give the floor to you as well to present a bit about what you're doing, to exchange. At the end, we will also have a question on the Mentimeter about your hopes and what you want to see related to Soul Health in the next 5 years. What are our hopes as a group? We definitely take into consideration all the feedback that you provided to develop the activities and the outputs that we have at CASH and the Youth for Soil group. So this is the opportunity for you to share your thoughts. Thank you.
Yes, Joyce did not get a chance to explain more about her activities for soil health in her community because she was speaking a lot more about what the Youth for Soil is all about. So Joyce would like to put you on the spot that you can explain more about the initiatives that you have on the ground for the youth in Kenya. Joyce, you're unmuted. Please go ahead and speak. Joyce, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. We can see that you're unmuted. While Joyce is trying to get herself ready, Clemens would like to hear more about your activities on the ground, the community work that you're doing in your region with regards to soil health. And if there's anybody else that would like to share, we would like to give you a chance to share your soil solution. Clemens.
Hello.
Hi, please go ahead.
Hi, I'm Clemens Mnyika from Kenya. I work for C4ECRAF. We have we are working with soils in the coastal areas of the country. We work with the community and working with gender equity and social inclusion, trying to bring different community members in mostly working with the Community Forest Association for landscape and forest restoration. So what we've been doing on soil health is mostly it's trying to bring together the community in coming up with different soil solutions that could help improve our soils. For example, we have different value chains that they can use in the forests, like maybe beekeeping, using manure instead of buying like fertilizers, using like the normal cow manure to add some like fertilizer to the soil without like buying it from the shop. So it's some cheap solutions which they don't really need to go and buy anywhere else. And also working with the communities is bringing more people together to advocate for soil. We have youths who are doing something on the social media, like trying to bring other youths together in like planting more trees and conserving like their land, and how to do more practices that are friendly to the soil, like contouring instead of just farming like along the contours. So generally our work is mostly in the community, because we believe the community, it's not just about soil, it's also about the community that uses the soil, and we can't all like do a single initiative, but if we are coming together to work on something, I think it will have more impact than doing it on our own. So the more the numbers, the better. And I think in a few years, or even by the end of the year, the areas we've worked in are going to have better soils than how we found them. Thank you.
Awesome. That's lovely to hear, Clemens. We wish you the best in the activities that you're carrying out on the ground in the community. And we look forward to those better soils that we so want to have as Youth for Soil, as a working group at the Collegian of Action for Soil Health. So congratulations and well done on what you're doing, Clemens. And we hope that you keep sharing so that most of us can replicate and learn from what you're doing, and we can have better service in many other places. So well done, Clemens. To Jose and Jancy, how is the Youth for Soil Working Group helping you to achieve the goals that you have for your organizations, for the initiatives that you have set up? We can start with Jose.
Okay, thank you for this question. For us, the Youth for Soil is a, as we spoke it, that it is a key pillar on our action on the ground, because the youth is able to supporting our work on advocacy at local level, because when we are talking about agroecology, we are both talking about the forest securitization of indigenous people, the right of indigenous community for access to land, but also setting up a local policy on agroecology and setting up the local mechanism for financing the restoration approach in our country. We need the youth. And also about capacity building for farmers, and also using the new technology on our activities. As we are in the forest, we need also to use the new technologies, artificial intelligence, yeah, for all we are doing, maybe in conservation, maybe in agroecology, restoration, yeah, the right of indigenous community, mapping the land of community, mapping the key area of biodiversity where we are doing restoration and agroecology. We need the support from the Youth for Soil, maybe in capacity building, maybe also in fundraising. We need the voice, because referring to the study we did last year with European Climate Foundation, the DRC in the Congo Basin is facing the lack of funding mechanisms that could support, yeah, to secure the land, to support the mitigation action and the adaptation activities within the Congo Basin, and how to protect the forest to secure the land of the local community. We need to access to funding. And this need to get voice of youth at international level for lobbying, yeah, to attract more attention of international community on how they can link with us to support the Congo Basin, because to save the Congo Basin is to save the humanity.
Thank you, Jose. Merci, Jose. That's brilliant, bringing out how the soil is related to livelihoods, bringing out how soil can help in conserving the Congo Basin, the forests, how soil is a climate issue. That's really awesome, that point that you've brought out, that soil is related to so many different things, and that youth involvement is going to cater for different things with regards to soil health. Upendra is back on the call, and Upendra, you can have the floor and respond to those questions that I have reposted in the chat.
All right. So once again, thank you so much, Sushan, for your wonderful question. So I'd like to read out the question first. Is the soil in your area exposed to pesticide, herbicide, or other harmful chemical? If so, what are the main sources and their impact on health and the environment? And yeah, of course, the soil in our area are been very much exposed to the pesticide because near to the university area where people are directly using the pesticide. Like out of 110 home that we have surveyed, we found the result that more than 95 home household people are using the pesticide in their field for getting the better project, better product, and without using the pesticide they are not able to get that proper product. So the soil in our area are particularly very uh, connected to the pesticide. If there is no use of pesticide, area and the government are not allocating some subsidies for those fertilizer. So the main problem is the government or the respective local authority haven't been like promoted such kind of organic fertilizer. So that was really a bad problem for the farmer because they are risking their life producing some of the farm or some of the fruit and also related vegetable. So their impact are really based on the environment first, and when there is a bad environment or the bad influence in environment, it directly or the indirectly connected to the health of human and health of the plant, obviously that will degrade the production. So these are some of the impact on the human health and also for the animal health. And what are the risks associated with well, for the risks like in our country what's currently happening in is like the people are dumping of their waste near the side of the river. So when the side of the river or where the near side of the river are get connected or collected with lots of wastage, the water will be very much polluted and affected. And due to that, when the people are directly or indirectly consuming those water from the river, and it directly impact to their health. So these are the things actually like we are being affected by the problem that we have created by ourselves. So I think for to mitigate these resources, the government need to more focus on the promotion of the organic farming. And we also know some of the people who are for a long time they are producing the farming compost and also for the biochar and other the organic compost. So I think it's a time for the government and also for us to promote those people so that we won't be depending upon the chemical fertilizer, and we will be promoting our organic farming so that the plant won't be get affected and the soil health will be good, because at the end soil health matters and our health also matters. So that's the thing I really want to share. Thank you, Susan, for the floor.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Upendra, for sharing all your insights. And yeah, I think it is time to take action, and you cannot say it better. So that was an amazing intervention. And thank you, everyone, for your questions. I see there's a Ladi class also asking a few more questions to Jancy. So I don't know if Jancy, you wanna share a bit more, and then we'll have a video to share to for everyone right now that we can share after. We'll have some closing remarks. I don't know if it's going to be Ivy or Susanna sharing a bit the call to action from youth on soil health. It's very linking to global initiatives and everything we do at CASH related to led by youth. This year, one of our main priorities is really enhancing youth engagement and soil education. So let us discuss how we can get there, and what are your hopes for the next years. Maybe Jancy, do you want to go ahead, share a bit more about what you're sharing on the chat, and then we'll share the video.
Thank you, Daniela. I was muted.
No problem. Go ahead, Susanna.
Jancy, would you like to talk about what you just shared in the chat? He did indicate earlier that his network was not so good. That's why he preferred to respond via the chat. So
No
perhaps
problem. Maybe the video. Let us show you the video. Maybe Susanna, do you want to provide some background on this video, and then we'll share for everyone. We'll also be adding it to the YouTube so you can see it on your own time. But we wanted to highlight this initiative. So go ahead, Susanna.
Okay, great. So the next video is Soil Time, a video that's going to showcase the soil solution that I'm currently working on. So I'm based in Zambia, and this is a soil solution that I'm currently working on. with some of the children that, some of the little friends that we have here at home. It's going to explain itself. So thank you very much, Daniela.
Awesome. Let me know. I'm going to press play. Let me know if you hear the sound.
Sure. There is no sound yet. Youthful soil. That's, now we have the sound, Daniela. Hi everyone, I'm Susanna Pini, a proud member of Youthful Soil. I live on a small farm in the outskirts of Lusaka. Here are my little friends. We have little friends that come to our farm to learn some early literacy and numeracy skills, and as part of their learning, they have TV time, nap time, dancing time, and so on. Something special we have integrated into their learning process is soil time. At this young age, they begin to interact with soil as more than just dirt, differentiating it by color, texture, at the same time acquiring some sensory stimulation, improved motor skills, enhanced creativity, and a deeper connection with nature. I love it for them. For me, this is a moment of inspiration for my writing escapades. My interactions with the Cash Youth for Soil Working Group and WIPOD colleagues put together have pushed me to work on my first children's book series, Soil Time, The Soil Factor, and Everybody Loves Soil. Why am I writing? Because the thought of sharing knowledge about soil health with people beyond my physical reach is exciting, but also I'm combining my energy to fight for soil health with writing because it turns out the pen is mightier than the sword. By strategically educating the young, I would be setting them up to be pro soil now and onwards. You heard right, now and onwards, because it's time for soil everywhere and in every way. It's time for soil solutions, big solutions, small solutions. Today's showcase is going to give us some big solutions, some small solutions that young people around the world are busy with. And I do hope that you're going to enjoy. Let's get busy together because it's time for soil health. Thank you very much, Daniela.
Amazing, Susanna. Let's give a round of applause for this amazing video. This is, yeah, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Susanna, for preparing this.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And if there are any follow-up questions, seeing that we're running out of time, I think we can continue chatting in the Youth for Soil Working Group. Those that are not there, the email address can be found on the website on the mentee page. My details are there. So thank you very much for the support and the inspiration that I'm getting and all the knowledge that all of you at Youth for Soil and at WIPOD are sharing. I'm now going to invite Ivy to give us our call to action.
It seems a lot of, there's a few internet issues today. I saw Ivy a bit before, she probably dropped off. Maybe let's give more time for our speakers to, in a few seconds, can all of our speakers from today please share your key message, your key action, next steps, inspire everyone who attended today, and then we can close the session. Thank you, everyone. Maybe go ahead first, Josue.
Hello?
You go ahead. Your key message inspire all of us here today.
Yeah, the key message for us is that we can't speak about agroecology and restoration in the Congo Basin, specifically in DRC, without protecting and securing the land of indigenous community.
That's awesome. Are you done?
Yeah, I think that was
Hello?
clear and amazing. Thank you, José.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Jean.
For us, you must note that agroecology is a mean for securing the land and the forest in the Congo Basin in DRC. For us, it
Thank
is
you.
a mean, yeah.
That was very swift. I expected more from you, being Jose, but thank you very much for that key message. And thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for showing us how passionate you are about what you're doing in the Congo for that particular region. Jancy, please share your key message for today.
Thank you. My key message today is that integrity youth in all action we are doing now is very important in order to preserve those actions and to give them to the others. Thank you.
We lost you there, Jancy. Could you please repeat what you said?
I was saying that integrity youth in all action we are doing now in soil health is much important in order to preserve those actions for the future generation. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Let me just add to say where you stand as a youth is going to determine where you sit when you're old. So let us stand on practices that are going to help us promote soil health. Let us stand on research that is going to promote soil health, that is going to bring up better soils for our Mother Earth.
Exactly.
Let's go from Upendra.
Yes,
Your
and I
last
think Upenda has dropped off as well, but let's maybe if anyone has a message you want to share now, we don't want to put you on the spot. Do you have any main message to share to anyone? You can share on the chat. We do encourage you, if you're not a member of CASH yet and the Youth for Soil, to fill in this form and share your information with us so you can join, take action. You know, it's a community of very engaged, motivated, committed people. We're up to more than 250 members today. We welcome anyone to join. So really join the community. And thank you to all the speakers today for their wonderful interventions. I see Ivy is here, so maybe Ivy, do you want to give some closing remarks, and then we'll let everyone go. So you have your end of the afternoon.
Thank you very much, team. Thank you for those who have joined. I'm in the most rural part of my country. I've gone for work and my network is a bit troublesome, but I'm really happy to have been part of the sessions that I was able to listen. And from those sessions, we know as we can see the initiative that our members are doing, and what we are really doing in the community is really a game changer. And I will really encourage all of us to come up with just not keep the information to yourself, but share the information with other young people. Let them be part and parcel of this movement as we bring change to our environment, because I really think change will begins with each one of us. And as young people, we are privileged to have this opportunity at this time. And we have seen, like from the presentation, we have very many people from the same country. And I would encourage us to, we can't all start initiatives on our own, but I would really encourage us to put our minds together and come up with initiatives at country levels and share it to our regional level and even to international level. I think that will bring a really force to what we are really doing. So thank you for all who have attended this session, and to those that are spreading the gospel. Let us spread the gospel of change. And anything that regards to climate change and environment, it starts with the soil. The soil is the backbone of everything. So I'll really encourage us to keep on doing the good work that we're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Amazing, Ivy. You always
Thank
give so
you.
much. And thank you everybody that joined in today. Until the next showcase, it's bye for now. Goodbye. Thank you. You can also follow the links that have been shared.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Goodbye. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Well done, Ivy. Thank you.